A song from 1969 just outsold every hit on the radio this year. Not in streams, in stadiums. Every single week, millions of people scream the same 4 songs at ball games, football games, and now soccer matches across 2 continents. And almost none of them know where these songs actually came from. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which song started it all. And why one British glam rocker song almost got banned from sports forever. Here's why this matters right now. Soccer fans in England are singing a Neil Diamond song from a Boston baseball team. That's not a coincidence. That's a culture spreading in real time, and most fans have no idea they're part of it. By the end of this video, you'll know the full story behind 5 songs that built modern sports culture. You'll know which one got canceled, which one started as a joke, and which one has nothing to do with sports at all. Let's get into it.
Take Me Out to the Ball Game, sung by Edward Meeker, Edison Record.
This one's older than your great-grandparents. Take Me Out to the Ball Game came out in 1908. Back then, most people had never even seen a baseball game in person. 2 songwriters wrote it. Neither one had ever been to a ballpark. Jack Norworth wrote the lyrics on a scrap of paper after seeing a Subway ad for a ball game. Albert von Tilzer wrote the music. They sold the rights for almost nothing. Decades later, a Chicago broadcaster named Harry Carey started singing it live during the 7th inning. The team owner heard him singing along from the booth and had his microphone turned on so fans could hear it too. That tradition is still alive today, over 100 years later, in every single MLB stadium in the country. One broadcaster singing for fun turned into a permanent piece of American sports culture. So, if a song nobody planned can last over a century, what happens when a song gets adopted by accident? That's exactly what happened next. Neil Diamond wrote Sweet Caroline in 1969. It had nothing to do with sports, nothing to do with Boston. For decades, it was just a hit song. Then, sometime in the late 1990s, Fenway Park started playing it during games. Nobody can fully agree on exactly why it stuck. Even the Fenway organist has said the real reason is kind of a mystery. But here's the part that should surprise you. It's played at every single Red Sox home game now. Not most games, every game, win or lose. And it didn't stay in Boston. Pittsburgh Penguins games play it, North Carolina State plays it, soccer crowds in the UK picked it up too, especially after the 2018 World Cup, when England fans adopted it as their own anthem. A baseball stadium tradition from Boston is now a soccer chant in London pubs. That's how stadium culture actually spreads. Not through marketing, through crowds, copying other crowds. But not every sports anthem had a clean ride to the top. One of them got canceled completely. You've heard this one, even if you don't know the name. It's the instrumental track with the crowd chanting "Hey" during a breakdown. Football games, hockey games, arenas everywhere used it for decades. The song is called Rock and Roll Part 2, released in 1972 by Gary Glitter. For years, it was one of the most played stadium songs in America. Then the full extent of the artist's criminal history involving child abuse became widely known. Teams started pulling it. Over the following years, the NFL, college programs, and arenas across the country quietly dropped it from rotation. It's a strange case. The song itself stayed separated from the person who made it until it couldn't be anymore. That's a reminder that stadium culture isn't permanent. It can disappear as fast as it started. So what replaced songs like that one? A British rock band that never played a single football game in their lives. Queen wrote these 2 songs back to back in 1977. They were never written for sports. They were written as a 1-2 punch to close out concerts. We Will Rock You has that stomp stomp clap beat. It's built for crowds to do without even thinking about it. We Are the Champions is the victory song. Football championships use it. NBA finals use it. European soccer clubs use it after winning major titles. Here's the wild part. Freddie Mercury wrote We Are the Champions, thinking about his own band, not athletes. He wanted something that made Queens fans feel like they'd already won just by showing up to a show. Decades later, it became the universal language of victory in sports worldwide. That's the pattern here. The biggest stadium anthems were never written for stadiums. They were written for something else entirely, and stadiums just took them. Last one. The song where everyone, every age, every section of the stadium suddenly knows the exact same arm movements. YMCA came out in 1978 from the Village People. It was a disco hit, not a sports anthem. Ballparks and arenas started playing it during breaks throughout the 1980s and 1990s. The arm spelling wasn't planned by any team. Fans started doing it on their own, and by the mid-1990s, a Yankees grounds crew routine helped turn it into a full-blown stadium tradition. Nobody owns that dance. No team invented it. It just happened, the same way internet trends happen now, except this one's been going for decades without the internet. So here's the answer to the question from the start. The most powerful songs in sports history were never written for sports. A Subway lyric from 1908, a breakup song from 1969, a concert closer from 1977, a disco hit from 1978. None of these songwriters set out to build a tradition. The crowds did that themselves. And that's exactly why these songs jumped from baseball diamonds to football fields to soccer pitches across the ocean. Stadium culture isn't built by record labels or marketing teams. It's built by tens of thousands of strangers deciding all at once to sing the same words at the same time. So tell me, which one of these have you actually sung along to in a stadium? Drop it in the comments and tell us if it was baseball, football, or soccer. And if you're into the stories behind the songs that have shaped our nation, hit subscribe. Thanks for joining us here at Country Callbacks, where every song tells a story.